Hello everybody, welcome to a vlog. It's Monday morning after Mother's Day. It's been a good morning so far. I did a little bit of my brain dump this morning of what I wanted to get accomplished. Did my normal routine, grabbed a coffee, and then I started editing. There's new sales out for Costco, just kind of a strategy of what the summer is going to look like. And then I just kind of like wrote everything down for Monday. So anyways, it's a little bit later in the morning and I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of outside time with the boys. You have to be tied, and Linus gets his grooming next week. And as I was driving home, he has to get a summer cut because there was some dates last week where he laid on the hardwood floor. That means he is warm. It is supposed to be beautiful today. Andrew wore shorts and a t-shirt, his new running shoes for the summer, so we're definitely switching over to summer. So we're just gonna have a little bit of time outside. I'm gonna set the timer for 15 minutes. We're gonna have our little morning break and do a little bit of sun tanning, right? Let's go. There we go. We got the patio furniture out. This is where we like to relax in the hot afternoons because we have a big umbrella and it's shady. And we just brought out 2 chairs to just sit out here for Steve and I, have coffee just in the mornings. I thought it'd be really nice instead of the whole table because we never use it, even though we really like it. So we're gonna try this for a while. The grass got cut. I have a bunch of other work to do today, but anyways, we are gonna set the timer. Hubby's coming out to have a little break with me, and we're just gonna set the timer for 15 minutes and then get on with the rest of our day. Okay, we had our outside time. So a few changes, just simplified the hutch here, and I have a new addition. So many of you kind of gave me ideas. I'll actually get the little booklet for this. I did get the candle lamp thing. It's kind of a novelty right now, so I have it on, but this is the brand that it was. Quite a few of you reached out to me. And when I was looking on Amazon, this one had the most reviews, so I ended up going with it. I do like it because it has the different timers and it has the different light settings, so I have it on a 4-hour timer. It's very good and sturdy. I think that's what I was kind of concerned about because there were so many of them on the website. I didn't know what to get. I also got another Lego set. This was a smaller one and I really like it. It was really simple to do, but I wanted to do it for Mother's Day. And I had bought in the vase at Dollarama, so it fit perfect. And this is a smaller one, so it's a little bit more, I think it was $40 compared to the other ones are $80, but I just thought it was really cute there. And then the pictures are up. Just, it is what it is. I don't know if it looks perfect or anything, but to me, it's something over the couch and it's very meaningful. I do want to change out our rug here. There was one at Giant Tiger that I liked that was kind of yellow and blue, and I thought it would be nice for the summer. And then I gotta get the dog beds and everything kind of washed and cleaned because Hunter just doesn't like having a blanket on his bed. So I was thinking about going back to a crib sheet because that way the crib sheet will stay on and then it's easier to clean up and then he can have the blanket to curl up with. And then I just moved the pink Lego ones up here. So I have the Home Sweet Home, the pink Lego. I don't care. I don't have a green thumb and I'm happy with Lego flowers. So I did fix the one orchid. I just have the other 2 to fix, and then these ones will be nice and sturdy. And I do like the light pink vase. I think it works out. So I just need to get this settled because this will be here for the rest of the summer. So many things change for this time of the year for us, and the compost goes weekly and our hydro rates change too. So hydro, our electricity comes from water, so that is why we call it hydro. I know things are different for everybody because I know once I said hydro, nobody understood what I was talking about. So there's mid-peak, on-peak, and then off-peak. So between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m., it's the cheapest rate, and on weekends and holidays. So I'm going to have to adjust everything because our hydro gets more expensive because of the air conditioning and fans, and I want to make sure that I can do what I can to save money. So I got to start doing things between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. And I really think I'm going to go back to vlogs for the rest of May and just kind of establish a routine, and we'll go from there. I just find it's too hard to kind of do like dinner videos or like, filming over this and then putting them all together. Vlogs, I just find they're more realistic and sharing like how I'm trying to manage everything. So if you like vlogs, keep watching. And if they're not really your thing, take a little break, go find another channel, maybe come back and see how things are going into the summer months. So, just what I want to get done this week and editing, when I was doing the Mother's Day weekend, it was really being honest, and it helped me out staying on top of everything. So I think that's one of the things about vlogs that I like, is because they're real, and that's all I'm doing is sharing with you the realness. So Monday to do, I had a bunch of things that I'm wanting to do. We were hoping to get a good update from our kitchen, but unfortunately the countertop came and there was like a mistake with it or something like that. We were waiting for the sink came, and then the countertop had problems. So we were hoping that the kitchen would be all done by this weekend. It's not going to happen. It's okay. Then we just have some outside stuff to do. I want to get some more hanging baskets, and then I need to keep working on clothes and finishing up different things with the kitchen and all of that. It's just kind of an ongoing to-do list, and this dresser is going to be moved. So I need to declutter it properly and figure out if I'm going to keep it or not keep it. So this is kind of what my new schedule is that I'm trying to do, like Tuesday to Thursday, Friday to Monday. I have the weather, kind of like what the meals and everything are going to look like. And then, of course, the sports, because there's a lot going on right now. So I'm going to try this for the rest of May. And then whenever I get into June, I'm going to try and do a master sheet. So that way I can just fill it in, what's going on for, this week and all of that. So I also printed out all of the calendars. I'll link the website down below that I used. So I have June, July, August. I'm going to write down all of the appointments. I have my date book, my phone, because I have to get everything lined up. And then this is what I was going to do for May. I was really thinking about Sundays would be dinners, Tuesday would be this, and then Friday would be that. And I don't find that it shows the realness of everything. And that's why I like vlogs. So today you're going to see dinner. You're going to see me sorting through clothes. You're going to see me getting lists and trying to get organized. And then the goal is to have like a day where it's getting everything done. But right now I'm just trying to adjust to the new schedule of summer, being outside a lot more. My husband's working from home, and these are the things that happen in life, and I'm just trying to adjust to them. And I think the best thing for myself to do is to switch over to vlogs, because they're easier, and that means you might be seeing videos up a little bit more frequently. So subscribe to make sure that you don't miss any of them. Okay, this is what I love to have, is quick, easy lunches. So we have some of that Greek pasta salad, strawberries. These ones have been really nice. These ones from the Ontario greenhouse. And the Rubbermaid Freshware keeps them nice. We have grapes, this yogurt, last of the little bit of Greek salad. And then I have these things. I'm going to have this one. Steve doesn't like these little Tostitos. But then I got these ones. He likes these ones better. So it's just meat, cheese. There's some like dark chocolate and dried fruit. So this would be more like for somebody doing like keto, low carb. So I'm going to have this, and then like a little smorgasbord of everything. And then the boys and I will have our lunch, because I'm keeping on my schedule, and then my husband can work on his schedule. But everything will be here, and then I'll clean everything up. But I won't be running the dishwasher anymore until 7 to 7. So that really changes my routine, because normally I would do all of this during the day when everybody is doing their thing. But now I'm adjusting my schedule and then spending some time outside this afternoon and this evening. And that's what's most important from May until the snow falls. Now that the nicer weather is here, it's more motivation to get these clothes switched over. I've been working on it for a while, and every time I went to do it, I would kind of get overwhelmed, because I just didn't really know where to start, where to put everything, how to store all the other stuff. And, in the fall, when I packed away the summer, I did a pretty good job with downsizing, decluttering, get rid of all the things that he didn't wear during the summer. And the other thing that's changed over the years is, like, when my kids were little, that was just part of the normal thing. They outgrew things, you had to replace them. But when you have an adult child, and then with our autism journey, this is something that I have to do. There are things that he can do independently, and there's things that he is going to need help with his entire life, from, appropriate clothes to what he needs, and he is going to have help with that. And when he doesn't outgrow stuff, it's just hard because you want to figure out what to keep, what to get rid of. I knew last year he was going to need some things, so I purchased them on sale so you can see the tags. And now I'm just kind of sorting everything out very quickly. What I know he's going to wear, I'm putting everything in like the athletic pile, then like golf shirts, a little bit dressier stuff. And then I'm putting a pile where I'm not sure about these. Is it something that my husband would wear? And there is a few things too that I am able to donate. So I find it's one of those things when you're trying to downsize your wardrobe and figure out what to keep and what to get rid of, you have to give yourself a little bit of time to do it properly. So I wasn't sure about some of these things going into the summer, but now that the time is actually here, I have a better idea, and there's some fabrics and cuts that I know we just never wear anymore. So I'm just going to sort to see if there's anything my husband can wear, and then put the things for donations into the bin that I use. It's officially the nicer weather. The boys wanted out, so Linus is curled up in the chair, and Hunter's just doing a little bit of grooming, but they're both tied because Hunter digs, and when he's tied, he doesn't do it as much. And Linus will escape under the fence. So that's kind of our new routine. So anyways, they're staying out there and enjoying the beautiful sun. When Steve's home, the boys get to stay out a little bit longer. But I think my strategy of looking at things Tuesday to Thursday is really good. And then looking at things Friday to Monday, and just the sports is just something I'm kind of keeping track of. Also keeping track of the weather, because it also impacts on what dinners are going to look like with, are we going to barbecue? And if we can't barbecue, what am I going to do? So I think for the next 3 days, dinners are going to be really simple. Didn't get the update on the kitchen that we wanted, but we'll figure it out. I have appointments Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. And then the big goal for this week is to do the change over the clothes, donations, kitchen. I have some things that still need to be done with it. And then just finish the outside. So that will be kind of like in my morning, to-do list and everything. But I think just having kind of a strategy of what everything is going to be going into 2-3 days is really going to help me. And then what kind of the routine is for the summer. So anyways, I'm going to pick up my boy, and I had this Hawaiian shaved ice Alani. I went to the store and they sell them individually. And I just put it in my Yeti with some ice, and this was the best one I've ever had. Like, sometime I would get the case at Costco, and it would be like the whole case of one flavor, and then if you get bored of it or tired of it. So I think I'll just pick a couple of them up here and there. So whenever I go to do my pickup, I just take my little Coach clutch that has my key, my ID and everything, my prescription sunglasses. I also grab my cell phone, and then my Yeti, and then I just listen to some music. And I also need to update my playlist because I want to have some nice summer music. And Andrew needs a few more new songs on his playlist for the drive home. So anyways, I got a lot of stuff done today. I think I have a better strategy of what the summer is going to look like. And now I'm going to enjoy a little bit of music and go pick up my boy. The meal plan was all over the place because I was really tired on Friday. We got a really nice pizza, so I didn't want to get takeout again on Mother's Day, so we just did burgers. Everybody ate them. It was really easy. We had salads in the fridge, and then there's a burger left over for our son, so he's going to have that, and then Steve and I are going to have steak. So I did a quick cleanup. I got to wash the sink and everything out. I took out a loaf of bread, and I did all that while the onions and mushrooms were sauteing, so we'll have this with our steak. And then I'm going to put some of these on Andrew's burger with barbecue sauce, so he'll have like a gourmet burger. And then this is the last of the potatoes. I put them in the air fryer so everybody will be able to enjoy them. Steak was cooked perfect, just a little bit of Montreal steak spice, just a really nice dinner, meat, potatoes, and of course a little bit of HP sauce. And then got everything ready to go to start the dishwasher at 7. Then we did some things outside. I got all of my planner holders and everything out, and then I was able to get my ferns put in the ones that I put on the deck. I got these for Mother's Day. Usually I get them at Costco, but I just didn't feel like it, so Steve was able to get these. at a local garden center, and my friend said, I think yours are bigger than the ones that I got at Costco. So I was glad to get those up, and we love our deck. It was so easy to clean with the pressure washer. I just used a Mr. Clean pad on the railings, and this deck was a great investment, and we are going to enjoy it for years to come. And I also put on a t-shirt just because it got pretty warm. So I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. If you want to see more, please like and subscribe.